Hi folks, I'm Jason and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy.
This is for Melody Woodman. She mentioned last night that she liked the front of my top with the skulls. I'm just showing you the back of it. This is actually on the back of the same hoodie. I get these from a place called Spiral Direct online. They do absolutely tons of this sort of stuff and the quality of the materials is fantastic. So I just thought I'd put that on just for Melody Woodman because she said that she liked the look of my top. I'll just turn it over actually so you can see the front. Spare me 1 second. Oh. As you can see, that's the front of the top. Like that. That's got the skulls. I've got a few like that, to be honest with you. I have got a couple of tops like that. So yeah, that was just done for a friend of mine. Evening folks, short video tonight actually. We've had a busy one. Well, I haven't had a busy one, to be perfectly honest with you. Deb's had a busy one. She's been making cakes and doing cards and everything. She's been at it since 10:30 this morning, and the only break we had was when I had a sleep this afternoon, because I'm still sleeping in the afternoon. I had 2 hours this afternoon, and before that we nipped the shop just to get a couple more ingredients for the cake. So yeah, it's been a quiet day. I haven't done much at all, to be perfectly honest with you. Like I say, I've mainly done surveys, quite a few surveys, catching up on them, and catching up on some of my vlogs, just re-watching a couple of them in case I've promised anything and haven't done it, you know, because sometimes when you make so many vlogs, like I've done, coming up to 260 now, so it's a lot of vlogs, and you do lose track. And one of my friends just brought up a good point actually, Steve Cook. I said that if anybody sees me on these videos, they might think I've got nothing wrong with me, because obviously people do tend to see what they want to see, and I always stated that if somebody spent an entire week with me, they'd see exactly how I am, and I think he took it literally. I'm not sure. It's just I think he's just curious, to be honest. I think a lot of people are. There's a couple of people who've asked me about that. It's just an expression. What I'm trying to say is that some people judge me without knowing me. And I think it's important, if you're going to judge somebody with a condition, at least to get to know what the condition is and how it affects them. Because obviously, as Deb pointed out today, I mean, I was falling asleep, and apart from my CMT, apart from the medication I'm on, and apart from my thyroid, all three of them things can knock me asleep. And I can't pinpoint any particular one. The tramadol aren't really doing a lot at the moment. I don't know why. I don't know whether I'm waiting for them to kick in or whether they're just not going to do anything. My back's still killing me. It's still giving me a lot of pain. I don't know whether that's a permanent thing though now. It might be a bit somewhat else. So I don't know what that might be. Anyway, I've got to wait for me, like I say, my test results, see what happens there. I didn't do a lot last night after we'd finished. We ended up watching the Call the Midwife from last week. Another sensitive subject, well dealt with, namely sexually transmitted disease, for a man who was supposed to be married and in love with his wife, but unfortunately he was, because of what happened in the army, he was actually addicted to going to prostitutes, unfortunately. But I think it's one of them subjects that people sometimes deal with in programmes and sometimes don't. What I like about Call the Midwife is the way it deals with subjects. It deals with them tactfully, which is sometimes what you want. You don't want somebody just going in there gung-ho and all that. They get the facts from the era, because they're set in the 60s, and they get the facts. And when you watch them, you kind of think, wow, this was like 50 years ago this was supposed to be based. And you see how things happened back then that people would die of, that nowadays all they get given is like an antibiotic and it's cleared up in a week. It's quite scary when you think about it. The weather today's been completely weird. We've had a lot of cloud, overcast, really dull, and then tonight we've had wind and quite bad rain as well, but we did have a yellow weather warning for wind. I've had a couple of comments on my videos just lately. I've had 3 people now saying that the written poetry is a good idea. That's Tara, Melody and Steve Cook. They all said that they wouldn't mind an autographed poem, so that's something, like I said, I'll be thinking about doing maybe at the end of the month. I haven't got much planned for tomorrow. Deb's got lots and lots to do because she's got cards to do and she's got the rest of the baking to do. But I'm in tomorrow. We are in tomorrow. I'm having a full day in because Monday's going to be a bit mad. It's going to be mad from when we get up to when we go to bed, because obviously with my mum's 70th birthday, it's going to be quite hectic. We're going up with my sister's quite early because Deb's going to help prepare everything and sort everything out and lay the tables and what have you. I'll sit around like a spare one. I don't know. I'll find something to do when I'm up there. It's another one of them incidences where years ago I'd have helped to carry all the food and put it on the plates and the tables and everything, and I'd have put tables up and all sorts. Now we just have to sit back and watch. I can't carry plates of food, sandwiches and all that sort of stuff from one room to another. Not on my balance anyway, unfortunately. Like I say, unfortunately. I have had something proper eat today because I haven't been eating very well the last few days. I just haven't been bothered, but today I've had a French baguette, a tiger baton it's called, and I've had some of that with some lovely ham on it, so I've had some to eat at least. I just don't feel like eating. I've got no motivation to eat, and I've got to eat because of my body and my thyroid and everything else. I'm sort of doing myself no favours by not eating. I felt rough as hell today. I felt really, really tired, really sick, really lethargic, and it's probably because, like I say, I'm not eating. I've got to start eating proper food, which I will do, because as I said to Deb, I don't fancy keeling over before the 5th wedding anniversary. After, fair enough, but not before. No, I'm only joking. We've got that coming up at the end of March, 25th of March, 5th wedding anniversary. I can't believe how fast that's gone. Doesn't seem 5 minutes, to be honest with you, since we were preparing it all, and it's coming up to 5 years. Like I say, time flies. Time you sort of wait for, and boom, it's gone. The only other thing I've done today is copied the poem which I've written. I've written my mum a special poem for her 70th birthday, and Deb's going to put it in the card for me. All about her life, basically. It's only about 16 lines, but it's about her life. I thought I'd do it personal rather than just find one and shove her verse in off the net. I wanted it to be personal. It's my mum after all. She's 70. Could never do it for my dad because unfortunately he passed away when he was 61, 10 years ago. Coming up at 10 years. It's another thing that's gone really quick. I still remember the day it happened. I had a phone call off my sister Mandy from Stoke, who just said that my dad had taken the turn for the worst. If I wanted to go down and see him, I could. I expected to go down and see him in hospital and then come home and all that. I didn't expect him to pass away the night I was there. He never regained consciousness. He never got to see me again. And that's what I'm saying when I say to people, enjoy your life, and if you fall out with somebody, make up with them, for God's sake, because you might turn around one day and want to make up with them and they've gone. And it can happen just like that, It can happen just like that. 1 minute somebody's here and the next thing they're gone, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't turn back time. I had a survey type thing this morning all about safety on the internet with children. And I think the problem you've got these days is too many parents think that their children can just be let loose on the internet. They don't put restrictions on. They know they've got restrictions on them, but the kid has a paddy, so they say, all right, fair enough, whatever. And they do, parents will let the children watch stuff that's for 18-year-olds and they're like 10, And it's wrong, you've got to have more control as a parent. If you really, really understand your children and you want them to grow up with morals and understanding, you've got to lay down the law, I don't say it mean dead strict, sort of, that's 12s, you've got to watch 12s. At least monitor what they're watching, monitor what they're doing on the internet. And then we'll avoid some of these sad stories you read about, people who meet people off the internet and then find out that this person's like not the person they said they were. They could be 20 years older and, they want to abduct these kids or, do worse things to them. And, it's just all about common sense, to be honest with you. I think that ultimately, at the end of the day, the person responsible for it is us. You can blame the government, you can blame websites, you can blame Facebook, Twitter, bloody Pinterest, whatever you want, but the ultimate responsibility falls to us as individuals. And I think it's too easy to pass the buck and say, oh, it's this company's fault, oh, it's that company's fault. You can't always do that. You can't always do that. It's like buying some ham from a counter at Sainsbury's. 5 days later, it's gone off, so you say to Sainsbury's, this ham's gone off, well, it's your fault for not eating it, isn't it, in 5 days. That's my argument. We're adults, we're supposed to be responsible, so, why don't we start acting like it? Anyway, it's a short video tonight, that's all I'm getting. A little video for Melody, because she wanted to see, because she liked me in me hoodie, and it's the first time, obviously, she's been able to see it from that distance. and I'll do another video tomorrow. So you all take care, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.
Thank you for watching my daily vlog. I hope it was informative and interesting. If you like what I'm doing, then you can subscribe to my channel by clicking there. And if you want to see exactly what I was talking about yesterday, you can look up there. Bye for now.